Like most Sundays, it's time to recap the week. This past week overall, the meterage turned out I hit the meterage goal I had for the week at a bit over 152k. Was pretty happy with that overall. Wish I had the pieces throughout the week had gone better overall. But I guess we'll get to that later in this recap. So my favorite pieces of the week, definitely top favorite was my 6x5 minute on 1 minute rest. It's a pretty high work to rest ratio, not as high as some of my other stuff, but for what I was hoping to hit on it. I hadn't really done anything this fast for what I was expecting to go for this many pieces. I was very happy to end up going sub 146 when my goal initially was just to go sub 47. It's pretty consistent with the stroke ratings overall. I was very happy on the last one that how fast I managed to go, especially because I managed to bring it down a lot during the end of the very last one. Definitely means my power's getting better, I think, and that I'm recovering quickly between the different pieces. Next favorite was probably the 3x20 that afternoon. 2x20 that afternoon. Average heart rate was low, and splits came pretty easy, and it felt nice and light. Overall, this week was a little disappointing because the later pieces of the week were really high heart rates for some reason, especially because on Tuesday I did in the morning 2x20 at 141 heart rate at 53.7, I think. Within a point or two. And then on Thursday I did the same piece, but it was 147 heart rate. Actually on Tuesday it was 142 heart rate. Then Thursday was 147, and then Friday was 150. So the heart rates just kept climbing when I had wanted the heart rates to go down. And then later in the week, it didn't really get any better, which is weird because this is supposed to be my recovery week, and so it was odd that my pieces got slower when I'd hoped they would get faster or at least easier. We'll see how this next week goes. I ended up ending the week on a good note, but doesn't really matter too much in terms of the next week is the next week. And luckily, since I ended the week on a good note, I'm excited for this next week and seeing where things can go. Which brings us to the plan for the next week. I still need to plan out these 2 weeks very soon, but first of all, hard workout for the week. Plan is 3x2k, goal is sub 147. I've done this workout where the goal was 3x2k, goal is sub 145. First one was out of 20, then 22, and then I wanted to eventually build up to doing it at 24, but I want to try this at the 147 and see how the later pieces go, and then hopefully maybe try doing 3x2k at some point out of 20, all sub 45, because I think I'm starting to get to the power I might be able to do that. We'll see. The rest of the week is pretty typical in terms of lots of 3x30s, 2x20s. The predicted meterage is currently only 188. Definitely will find a way to get the extra 11k, probably through runs. That's one thing is I like keeping it a little under, so then I'm a bit more motivated to go a bit further during my runs or go longer. And that provides, instead of it being expected, it's like extra motivation because I feel like I'm going above and beyond, even though in some ways for my goal I'm not. But another thing is looking at my past data. I'm looking at the past few months, and I'm trying to catch up on my logging because I'm missing a few pieces that I didn't automatically log. And one thing I've noticed is I'm faster by comparison to then than I thought I was. In terms of like some of the heart rates I was hitting, I thought I was hitting lower heart rates than I was a while ago. And so that makes me feel a bit better about what I'm hitting now. And then also, that's why I'm not doing a season recap yet, because I am still missing some pieces being logged. So the meters aren't completely added up, so it's a little short currently. And I think there's still a decent number of meters from a few pieces that I need to get added on. Overall, excited for this next week and hoping to do a season recap soon.